What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the MaddenBallerz YouTube channel and our Georgia State Dynasty. The Panthers have won their last 2 games and 4 out of the last 5. Georgia State tries to continue their winning ways this week on the road against South Alabama and stay on top of the Sun Division in the Sun Belt Conference. Can the Panthers offense stay hot and keep the running game going from last week? We are about to find out as this game is about to get started. Week 8 is here.
NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Looking for...
South Alabama is going to get this game started on offense. 1st and 10. Joseph will hand off to Blanchard here. He's going to go left side. He stiff arms the defender to the ground, has the first down and more out past the 40-yard line. And Caleb Blanchard, a nice run on 1st down. 2nd down and 5 now. Blanchard gets the handoff. He's up the middle, has the first down and more into Panther territory. 21 yards on the ground on that play. Next play. Joseph tries to keep this one himself, but he is sandwiched in the backfield for a 4-yard loss. This will set up 3rd and long. 3rd down and 12. Joseph back to pass here. He's going to step up, throw deep, and this one's going to be caught by Marcus Lee in the end zone for the touchdown, putting South Alabama up 7-0 early on in the first quarter. Georgia State takes over. Lamont George getting the handoff, breaking some tackles. 1st down and more, finally wrapped up with the ankle tackle. A 20-yard gain on the play. 3rd down and 1. The handoff goes to the fullback, Keith Rucker, up the middle for 10 yards in a Georgia State 1st down. 1st down and 10 now. Reynolds back to pass out of shotgun, going deep and overshoots his receiver right into the chest of the defender, but he could not intercept that ball. Instead, it's 3rd and 10. Reynolds will hand off to George on the delay, and he has the 1st down and more inside the 20, taken down at the 13-yard line. Georgia State has a 1st down, and Reynolds will hand off to George to the right side, and he gains about 3, but a flag comes in. This is going to be a face mask penalty, half the distance to the goal, and an automatic 1st down. On 1st and goal, Reynolds will get the snap, fire to the end zone, and it's caught by David Bailey, and he does the toe tap in the end zone, and Georgia State has tied this game at 7 here midway through the first quarter as South Alabama takes over the handoff to Caleb Blanchard, right side, stiff-arming his way to an 8-yard gain, setting up 3rd and 1. And the Jaguars will hand it off Joseph to Blanchard up the middle, and it looks like he got the 1st down on 1-yard gain, but they say he is short, and they punt, and Georgia State takes over here. Reynolds back to pass on 1st and 10. He's going over the middle, intended for Keith Rucker, the fullback, but he cannot hang on to the ball. Later on in the drive, it's 3rd and 3. Reynolds back to pass. He fires to David Bailey over the middle, caught for the 1st down up to the 47-yard line. Georgia State's driving here. 2nd down and 10 with under 2 minutes to go. Handoff to Lamont George. Left side, he goes 1st down. Stiff arms his way to the 39, and Georgia State 85 rushing yards so far in this first quarter. Handoff to Lamont George on 1st and 10. Fighting his way forward for about 8 yards, and another flag comes in. This time it's another face mask penalty. That's 15 yards added to the run and an automatic 1st down. Reynolds will hand off to George now again on 1st and 10. He goes forward for 11 yards, and Lamont George is tearing it up here. Over 80 yards so far on the ground just in the first quarter here. As 1st and goal, pass goes outside to Mark Moore, but it's batted away at the last second. 2nd down and goal now. Reynolds will fake the handoff to George. He's going to pass the end zone to Marcus Jackson. He has the 6-yard touchdown catch, putting Georgia State on top 14-7 here late in the first quarter, and at the end of 1, Georgia State's on top of South Alabama. Georgia State's got a 7-point lead to start the second quarter, and the ball in Jaguar territory. The handoff goes to Lamont George, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Second down and 10 now for Georgia State. Reynolds back to pass here. He's firing to Jackson, and Marcus Jackson has that catch for 12 yards and a first down on the comeback route. 3rd and 4 now for Georgia State. Reynolds out of the shotgun. Here's going to scramble out to the right side. Takeoff has the first down and more, and he's all the way into the end zone for the 26-yard TD run. The broken pass play ends up in a 26-yard rush by David Reynolds for a touchdown, putting Georgia State up 21-7. The Jaguars take over here. Joseph's going to take off, and Amir Joseph has the first down and more past midfield. Can we catch him? We will catch him at the 29-yard line. And they have 2nd down and 6 now. Joseph will fake the handoff here, try to run the read option, but he is met in the backfield for a 4-yard loss. 3rd down and 10 now for the Jaguars. Joseph out of the shotgun here. He's going to fire to the end zone, and it's caught by Marcus Lee, basically wide open for the 30-yard touchdown reception, bringing the Jaguars within a touchdown of Georgia State as the Panthers take over here halfway through the 2nd quarter. Handoff to Lamont George up the middle for 9 yards, setting up 2nd down and 1. And Reynolds in the shotgun. He will hand off on the delay to George up the middle. He's got a hole past midfield, taken down at the 46-yard line. A 19-yard gain for Lamont George on the ground, getting close to 100 yards on the day. As this pass from Reynolds to Moore over the middle for 15 yards and another Panthers first down. Later on in the drive, Reynolds looking to pass. He breaks a sack attempt, and he passes to Marcus Jackson for 14 yards. Georgia State moving the ball very well, and this pitch goes to Lamont George, and he is going to be hit in the backfield for a 2-yard loss, setting up 3rd and 12 now for the Panthers. Reynolds looking to pass. He's going to scramble. He's going to pass over the middle to Mark Moore, who's taken down at the 1-yard line. A 19-yard gain on that play, setting up 1st and goal, and Reynolds will hand off to Lamont George, who makes his way into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown run, giving him 117 yards on the day and a touchdown, and giving the Georgia State Panthers the 28-14 lead at halftime. Georgia State will receive the kickoff to open up the second half. Moore from deep in his own end zone takes this one out past the 20. He's out past the 30. Can he go all the way? He's out past the 40. Pushed out of bounds at the 45. Looking at the stats from halftime, Georgia State absolutely crushing it in the first half. 268 yards of total offense and 2 takeaways. And Georgia State will get started here on 1st and 10. David Reynolds in the shotgun here, back to pass, dropping back, pressured, and he goes down on the sack, a 15-yard loss. 3rd down and 25 now for the Panthers. Reynolds going to hand off on the delay to Lamont George up the middle, and he gains about 6 yards, but a flag comes in at the end of the play, and it's going to be a face mask penalty. That'll be 15 yards and an automatic first down for Georgia State. 1st down and 10, Reynolds back to pass again, and he's pressured once again, gets away from the first sack attempt, but goes down on the second, an 11-yard loss. Later on, it's 3rd and 19, Reynolds back to pass here. He's going to fire to George on the screen play, but he is only able to get 2 yards on that play, and Georgia State is forced to punt. South Alabama takes over. 3rd down and 9. Amir Joseph back to pass. He's going to dump it off to Jackson. He has the first down and more up to the 40-yard line. A 17-yard reception. Later on, Joseph will hand off to Jackson up the middle, breaking tackles. First down. 12-yard gain on the ground for Kevin Jackson. 3rd and 14 now for the Jaguars. Joseph setting up the screenplay, and the pass is incomplete. Batted down by a Georgia State defender, and the Jaguars punt. Georgia State takes over here late in the 3rd quarter. Reynolds back to pass. He's going to fire, hit Mark Moore to the right side, and he is into Jaguar territory on a 20-yard reception. 2nd down and 4 now. Fakes the handoff to Lamont George there, and Reynolds will go down after scrambling to the right. An 8-yard loss on the play. 3rd down and 12 now. Reynolds out of the shotgun here, back to pass, firing, and this pass is batted down, incomplete. And at the end of 3 quarters, Georgia State still on top, 28-14. Georgia State still up 28-14 after a scoreless 3rd quarter from both teams, and Georgia State has the ball here in the 4th quarter. A pass here to Sebastian Willard for 18 yards gives the Panthers a first down at midfield. Reynolds now on 1st and 10 will pass to Marcus Jackson. He is down the field, breaking tackles inside the 25, taken down to the 21, a 28-yard gain. 1st down and 10. Reynolds is going to pump fake there, fire to the sideline, intended for Willer, but the pass is offline there, incomplete. 3rd down and 10 now. Reynolds out of the shotgun here. Passes down to Willer. Willer has that catch, runs through a defender right into the end zone for a 21-yard touchdown pass and catch there, putting Georgia State up 35-14 now as the Jaguars take over here. Joseph back to pass here. He's going to fire, and it's picked off by Jerome Schroeder, and Schroeder's going to be knocked down at the 35. That's our 3rd interception of the day as Georgia State takes over here. Reynolds passing deep to Mark Moore. That one's caught for 14, and Mark Moore has 5 catches for 84 yards on the day. 1st down and 10. Reynolds will hand off to Lamont George, breaks the tackle there, and he's fighting forward, only gaining 3 yards on the play, but he is over 150 yards for the day. A big game from Lamont George as this pass from Reynolds to Moore goes for a 1st down for a 12-yard gain. 2nd down and goal now for Georgia State, and the handoff will go to Culver up the middle into the end zone for the touchdown, putting Georgia State up big, 42-14. This game is essentially over. South Alabama here trying to make a quick comeback. Amir Joseph getting sacked in the backfield for a 6-yard loss. 3rd down and 16 now for South Alabama. Joseph back to pass. He's going to fire over the middle to Thomas, and Thomas is taken down after an 8-yard gain. Not enough there, and that would seal this game basically as Georgia State would add a safety on this play right here. Caleb Blanchard sacked in the end zone, or not sacked, but taken down in the end zone, and Georgia State gets the victory today. David Reynolds, your player of the game, 17 for 30, 222 yards on the day passing, and Georgia State blows out South Alabama with a final score of 44-14. Taking a look at some other games around the country today, West Virginia beats up on number 14 Oklahoma State 41-21. Taking a look at the stats from today's game, Georgia State dominated this game. 189 yards on the ground, 220 through the air, 22 first downs, and 3 takeaways, and winning that time possession. Players of the game, David Reynolds, 222 yards and 4 total touchdowns. Jerome Schroeder, 2 tackles and an interception on the day. And we will go ahead and advance the week to Week 9, which is a bye week for Georgia State. And we're looking at some player news, recruit news. We're in a recruiting battle with one other school for Steve Smith. As you see, he is on the top of our board here still. We did get our #1 overall player we wanted, Brad Williams, I believe it is, defensive tackle. He is on there, and you can see our board really hasn't changed that much overall. We did lose Derek Love to Middle Tennessee State there, and it was Brad Williams there. So we go ahead and advance to Week 10 here, and we are going to have a new commit to Georgia State. Jason White, 67 overall left guard, has committed to play for the Panthers. Next up will be Week 10. We will be facing off against Western Kentucky. They are 3-4. We come into the game 5-2, looking to become bowl eligible with a win. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode.